What's up, guys? It is Riley Reviews back again with another video here. Today, we're going to be talking about the Hot Toys DeLorean and some QC issues that we've seen around Facebook and Instagram. We're going to go into it, kind of give my thoughts. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we have it. Some Hot Toys DeLorean QC issues that we've been seeing upon release. If you guys didn't know, Hot Toys ended up releasing this vehicle actually earlier than predicted, and they let it all out. And Sideshow has been sending out these vehicles, and a lot of people have some concerns over it because there's been a lot of issues being presented. As I'm showing right here, guys, we'll talk about this one specifically. This person says, everyone who's getting their DeLoreans in, are you guys receiving QC issues? Mine arrived with the seat completely off. The glue dried out, I guess. Easy fix, but the scuffs on the seat really just got me thinking. We spent almost 1K. You'd think stuff like this wouldn't happen. Hey, that's a really great point, and we're going to go into it. But yeah, this is honestly very, very just interesting to see because not even having the glue for the seat, guys, like I understand there may be some quality, like some scratches or something like this, but to have the seat completely off, I feel like we haven't really seen this like prevalent with Hot Toys vehicles, at least to like now this time. We expect more better like looking vehicles with the tumbler. I know that one got released about like a year or two ago, and there wasn't that many issues other than just the vehicle itself being a little bit more like plasticky and a little finicky because it has those antennas and stuff. But I don't know, guys, this is just really concerning, and I wanted to talk about it. There's even more photos. Sorry, I went to the wrong one. I knew something was wrong this morning when I pulled the tire rear left. This is the problem of moving parts for the expensive pieces might not transform again. Here we have it. This is the main concern for a lot of people. There are cracks that are forming when you let out the actual hover mode. And I know people have said that this may be user error. So correct me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. But I think it's super important to talk about because specifically with this one, I know it might not be as big of an issue because you have to click it a certain way. But I know there are collectors out there who's had this vehicle from Sideshow. They do the thing where they click it 3 times and there still is like a mark or there's a scratch that's coming from that kind of open-ended thing. So it seems like the whole system of maneuvering it's very finicky and a little scary given that there's a lot of cracks happening, and there's worse photos, but we'll talk about it. Does anyone have any recommendations for the glue to fix some QC issues on the DeLorean? Hopefully easy fixes. Right here, guys, you can see the wiring on it came unglued for this person, or maybe he moved in, it just stuck off itself. Stuff like this, I think, is super, like, we really have to talk about this because you're spending $900, like $900 to almost $1,000 as the person who got their figure said. I know there's other people, though, who's had the DeLorean and had 0 issues whatsoever, so it might be something where it's like a small batch of issues, or maybe someone's just, we're not being careful enough. But like I said, there's a lot of people that I've seen who are very careful with the figure or the vehicle, took all the time they could, and they were still facing a little bit of QC problems, a little scratches, some little slight cracks on the windshields. So I don't know, guys. Maybe it was just Hot Toys rushing this one out and it didn't turn out great. This one's probably the worst photo because the whole thing looks like it's about to split off to where you can't even use the wheel, which is just really concerning. I think that's super, super concerning personally. Like right there, that's a scary sight to see. And like I said, that might have been because he didn't click it out all the way. Maybe the directions don't make it clear enough, but I feel like that's one of the biggest sellers for this point is having it in the hover mode. And the fact that I think there's at least like 10 plus posts of people having issues with the DeLorean. It's kind of worrisome for sure. And I think that this is important because, I mean, look at this. Shout out to Paris. He's a on the Facebook group, A Place for Collecting. He shared these photos because we could talk about how bad the DeLorean had these QC issues, but he had no issues with his, and it looks beautiful. Like, look how stunning this is. He has it under his other vehicle. Like, this whole vehicle setup is awesome, but this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, this looks really awesome, but then when you get to some of these QC issues, it worries you. And I know there's people out there who have it on order, and I've seen it all in the threads on Facebook. Should I cancel this? Am I worried? I don't want to risk having to send this back. I don't want to deal with it. That's something that really you're just going to have to take up to yourself. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about people who have this on order, or if you have this on order yourself. Are you worried about how this is going to turn out if you get it in hand? Are you going to face these issues? You're going to be very delicate with it because, yeah, I think it's super interesting. And specifically this one with the seat being unglued, like, come on, that you shouldn't have a $900 vehicle and the seats just being unglued. That's something that we should definitely call out Hot Toys on, because if I spent $900 on this and the vehicle just popped off, I would be extremely worried and disappointed, honestly, and I'd definitely return it. I know this person said he's going to easily glue it and it's not a big deal. But to me, if you're spending $900 on something, I don't want to deal with those issues personally. And you can make the same argument about the Joker that recently released from InArt. That has issues too, and people are presenting it. And I think it's important to do so because obviously these companies, I'm sure they're listening to all these people talking about these issues, and hopefully they learn from it, because I know people have had previous issues with Hot Toys, and there's just issues with Hot Toys on vehicles personally, just vehicles in general, not even with Hot Toys, with other people like Jazz Inc. In the past, there's been issues. It seems like when it comes to vehicles, it's not an easy product to make a 6-scale vehicle, because right here is being prevalent. There are going to be QC problems and issues, and that's why you got to go with your best provider who can help you out if any issues occur. But again, guys, I don't want to keep this too long. I just thought it would be interesting to talk about. But let me know again in the comments, are you picking up this DeLorean? I don't want to end it on a sour note of that photo. We got to look at this. Like, shout out to Paris again shout out to the Facebook group. Make sure you guys check it out, because people posting photos like this, it still looks beautiful when you have it in that hover mode. It really does look awesome with all the lights and stuff. Shout out to him. He did a great job doing that. But again, guys, those QC issues, are they troublesome for you? Are you canceling your DeLorean? Are you keeping it? Because I'd say personally, my opinion, if you love the DeLorean, if you love Back to the Future, I'd stick with it. See what happens. If you have issues, again, I'd trust Sideshow to help you out. If you do order from Sideshow, that's what I'd also recommend. Make sure you have a reputable retailer who can help you out. But stick with it, guys. See how it turns out in hand if you really love this franchise. You did pick this up because you kind of felt the hype for it. You didn't really love this vehicle, but you saw people saying this is like the best thing ever, because we saw the release photos and it looked brilliant. So I can definitely feel the FOMO for this one for people. But again, if it was that case, I'd say try and find a way to maybe get your NRD back and cancel this one out, because it seems like this is going to be a prevalent issue for a lot of people. Others have had zero issues, so it's not something that's kind of happening for everyone, but I think it's important to talk about that on my channel. But again, guys, thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and also check out the membership channel that I started. You can click the join button. Awesome perks that you can have some fun with the channel, but no pressure, of course. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe, and we'll see you later. Peace out, guys.